All right, so this is our first video lesson for Intermediate Algebra 2. Also, we may have some regular Algebra 2 students stepping in. Today we are reviewing order of operations and evaluating expressions. All right, first thing we need to know is a quick review of what exactly is the order of operations. You have probably seen this before, but the abbreviation is PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S, and what this stands for is parentheses, exponents, multiplication, and division, addition, and subtraction. All right, and this just simply tells us the order that we work a algebraic expression out in. All right, so the first thing we do is we do parentheses. The second thing we do, let me switch colors here. First thing we do is parentheses. The second thing we do is exponents, always working from right to left. The third thing we do is multiplication and division from left to right, and then addition and subtraction from left to right. All right, let's look at some examples here. All right, quick reminder. Parentheses, super important. The square root, -4 in parentheses squared means -4 times -4, which is +16. All right, -4 squared without the parentheses means square the 4 first and then make it negative. So 4 squared is 16 and then make it negative, which is -16. Do you see the difference? All right, no negative here, negative here. Okay, pay attention to parentheses. All right, in these types of problems, we need to plug in numbers for variables. A very important thing to remember is to place the number inside parentheses when you plug them into the expressions. All right, this is for evaluating. All right, it says, our first example, evaluate -3x squared minus 5x plus 11 when x equals -4. All right, so what this means is everywhere I see x in this equation, I'm going to substitute a -4. So let's do that. Let me switch ink colors here. So I have -3. Look, I have an x. Everywhere I see an x, I want to put a -4 in. So parentheses, -4, to replace that x, squared, minus 5, got another x, parentheses, so times -4, close parentheses, plus 11. All right, we plugged in our numbers. Do you see why, looking at this one, why it's important to have that -4 in parentheses? Right? Just like we did up here, 16 is not the same as -16. All right, so let's use our order of operations. Order of operations says parentheses first. Do whatever is inside parentheses first. Well, inside parentheses, I just have a -4. He's not doing anything with anybody else in there. And this one, I have a -4. Okay, they're not doing anything with anybody else inside the parentheses, so we get to leave them alone. Second step is exponents. Remember? Parentheses, exponents. So let's do our exponents next. All right, exponent, right here. Now, what does this say? This says -4 squared. So what is -4 times -4? +16. So I now have -3. Okay, if I can write, 1 minute. -3 times -4 times -4, +16. All right, minus 5 times -4 plus 11. Next step in order of operations is multiplication and division from left to right. We do these two together. All right, so start at the left and let's do our multiplication. -3 times 16 is what? Anybody remember? -48. Remember, this is a negative, this is a positive. Negative times a positive means I'm going to have a negative result. So -48. Next, I do this piece of multiplication. -5 times -4 is +20. The 11 is not being multiplied by anything, so I just carry him down. +11. All right, next step in my order of operations is addition and subtraction from left to right. So let's do it. Once again, start at the left. -48 plus 20. -28. If I can write. -28 plus 11. -17. So my answer is -17. All right, let's do the next one. Right over here. I'm going to switch colors of ink just for emphasis. Evaluate 6x squared divided by 2x when x equals -1. All right, once again, everywhere I see an x in this equation, I'm going to plug in a -1, which means I'm going to have a -1 here and a -1 here. So let's rewrite it. 6 times parentheses, -1 squared divided by 2 times -1. All right. Once again, order of operations, parentheses first. I've got a -1 in parentheses and a -1 parentheses, but they're not doing anything with any other numbers inside the parentheses, so I'm done with that. Next is exponents. Look, I have an exponent here, so let's do this. This is in parentheses, so this says -1 squared. So -1 times -1 is 1. So I've literally got 6 times 1 divided by 2 times -1. All right, next step in order of operations, remember PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S. We've done P, we've done E, now for M and D. Multiplication and division from left to right. This does not mean I go from left to right and do all the multiplication and then come back from left to right and do all the division. Just do every multiplication and division as you come to it, starting from left to right. All right, so start here. 6 times 1 is 6. Next, 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 times -1 is -3. So my answer is -3. All right. Let's do one of these. Let's do this complicated one down at the bottom. All right. You see this one? I'll switch back to purple here. This one says evaluate 2a squared plus bc when a equals -4, b equals 5, and c equals 3. So I'm replacing 3 different variables in this expression. Don't panic. We do the same thing that we've just been doing. All right? So everywhere I see an a, I'm going to put a -4. Everywhere I see a b, I'm going to put a 5. And everywhere I see a c, I'm going to put a 3. So let's start. Parentheses. 2. That's an a. All right. When I see an a, I want a -4. So I'm going to put a parentheses here, put in my -4, close parentheses again, and say squared. Plus, oh look, there's a b. Whenever I see a b, I want to put in 5. 1 minute, my screen minimized. All right, so I'm going to put in 5. So plus, remember to put it in parentheses, 5, close parentheses. Now I have a c. Anywhere I see a c, I'm going to plug in a 3. Remember to plug it in parentheses. All right, now we have everything plugged in, and we can start our order of operations. Remember PEMDAS. All right, so parentheses. Oh, look, first set of parentheses right here. What does this say? This says 2 times -4. So what is 2 times negative 4? Negative 8. So negative 8, leave the outside set of parentheses, squared, plus 5 times 3. All right, so that's the P. Next step, exponents. All right, starting at the left, look, exponents right here. And this says, because my negative 8 is in parentheses, it says negative 8 squared, which means negative 8 times negative 8 gives us a positive 64. So 64 plus 5 times 3. All right, we just did my exponents. Next, multiplication and division from left to right. All right, I have 64 plus 5 times 3. What is 5 times 3? 15. All right, I'm going to just bring down this 64 plus because I did not do anything with it at this step. All right, multiplication and division are done. Next, addition and subtraction from left to right. All right, starting at the left, going to the right, 64 plus 15, 79. So my answer here is 79. All right. And that is it. This is all we have for this entire lesson. You notice I flipped the page over. It's blank in the back. All right, if you have any questions over this, if you need extra help, send me an email. I'll be happy to help you. Have a great day.